Hey, what's going on, everybody? So I just did probably a 10-15 minute video and just realized that the damn thing wasn't recording. I took a photo of myself and I did not do a video. So I'm going to try to recap just what I went over. So first things first, I got samples from two places. I ordered three total samples from three different places for these bottles for the carpet powder. I wasn't happy with them. The number one, two of them were complete. The one that came was completely damaged. The other ones that were sent, the plastic that would like open for this the next to the sifter, they wouldn't even open because they weren't cut. So it doesn't make me feel good about these places. I don't like lack of attention to detail. I do not feel comfortable going with either one of these places. I understand like samples coming over from China, like pack it better. Like come on, like I paid you, might have it shipped, and you want to make a sale and you pack it like total shit. That to me, that's a lack of detail, that I don't want to put up with, because what's going to happen when you make shoddy bottles or whatever, make shoddy packaging or stifters, like that's going to show any craftsmanship of your work, for the ones I order from you. So I don't feel comfortable ordering from them. I'm not happy with the quality. I'm not happy with the packaging. You get one shot, or you screw it up, And if they want my business, then they got to stop wasting my time with, I'm paying money, $50, $100 to have this stuff shipped over to me. And I understand, yeah, they're giving you samples for free. I've put in my time to talk to these people to figure out a solution. Hours of my time. They've put in their time. And then they send me a package that's not even packed well, that just has destroyed samples in it. What am I supposed to do with that? I'm just saying, like, nobody's perfect, but come on. Like, both are screwed up. And that doesn't make me happy. So we got one more left. We got the third one, which I think is also the best. Um, it's the best looking packaging. So I will show you those once they get here. It has to be custom made, so it did cost me a little bit, but yeah. So we'll see when those get here. I told her about the packaging on the other two. She was like, "Man, that's terrible, and it shouldn't have been like that." So she showed me like them packing them up in bubble wrap, and they're gonna send those to me. So I like her attention to detail. She's been the best communicating so far. So we'll go with that. On a second note, I did get my carnivore supplements. I don't know that I've showed you guys these, but I wasn't real happy with the packaging. Not the packaging, the label. That's me. I created the label, or I had somebody create it. This is the grass-fed beef organ, and this is the liver. I mean, it's all right. Don't get me wrong. It's okay, but it's not standing out. It's brown. It doesn't stand out. I look at other successful um, businesses that have done supplements, and it's just not up to par. And I don't know enough about it. So I have a guy I play a little Diablo 4. I don't know if you guys do that. Just something to keep my mind off things. Something that's not work, and I can kind of bullshit and talk to people. But yeah, I played a little Diablo 4, and I talked to guys in my clan. The one's really good with art, and he has his own company, really excellent. And he remade these labels for me. I paid him a little bit, and honestly, he's well underpaid. But they rock, man. They're awesome. They have some color. They really stand out, and I think they're going to kill. So what happened with Rocktomic was they sent me those. Well, basically, how the way it works is like you go to their catalog, and you pick out like what SKUs you want. And on the SKU catalog, it said this was a 30-day supply. So I bought it based off of that. Well, if you go to the AI file, it shows a 15-day supply, which is frustrating because they sent it to me. They approved the labels. We have a 30-day supply on there, but it's a 15-day supply. So it has half the pills it's supposed to have. So I was a little peeved about that. I ain't going to lie. I was peeved because that's not right. That's on them. Their catalog's wrong. But I'll make it work because that's what you have to do as an entrepreneur. So we had to change it, and I just resubmitted the new labels for approval. with half the, basically we're making a 30-day supply with half that dosage. But it might still work as a combo pack, right? Because like I have the liver capsules, 3,000 milligrams is a lot, along with 1,500 milligrams because it's 5 different organs, 1,500 milligrams of all the different organs. And you would take 2 capsules, we make it into a 30-day instead of a 15-day of 4 capsules. So we changed that. Hopefully it gets approved. About the GS1 codes, we're also going to do a D2 and a K2 and a D3 vitamin supplement along with magnesium, because magnesium, a lot of people tend to take that. The D3 would be more for the sun, K2 for cardiovascular. You get all this stuff from meat, but the D3 is really good because if you don't go out in the sun, like I'm white as a ghost, man. I don't go out in the sun enough. So that's going to launch as a combo pack as well. So I had the labels done for those. They look really sharp. I'll show you guys those soon. And we're going to have the website built, Carnivore Community. It's going to be Carnivore Dash Community. So once we launch and like get that up and running, I'll show you guys all the details. But, you have to make sure these labels are compliant. So there's certain things. But, yeah, he did a bang-up job on these labels anyway. So, yeah, we're going to make this combo pack now with half the dosage. But the liver's 3,000. So, like, you're getting 4,500 milligrams of organs a day when you take those both, which is really good. It's right in the sweet spot. So I don't think that'll be a problem. It's just I'm a little frustrated that they didn't correct their mistake and they misled me. So I'm a little upset with Roctomic when it comes to that. But so it's like one day they're good and the next day not so much. So I don't know. It's mixed. We'll see how they fulfill orders and do. But so far, it seems like a pretty good option to launch a supplement. I know there are other companies out there. So I will keep you guys updated on that. We're going to make it work because that's what we do. So anyway, waiting on the last sample to come for the carpet powder. Hopefully once I get those, I can send those down to the shop that I have doing the carpet powders. Damn glass is always going crooked. And then we will wait on the new labels to see if they get approved for the carnivore supplements. I showed them in my mastermind group. They seem to get, like them. I like them, so I think they're going to do well. And then we'll have those shipped out to us to test out the labels, make sure the dosage is right. Excuse me. So, yeah, that's where we're at on both of those. I do have another product, actually another 2 products I'm working on, which is I might have found a white label version. I'm getting a sample sent out for that. It's really big and it's oversized, so that might be a problem for pricing. So we can try it. We can see and try it. Maybe do a real small quantity and try it. So it'll be interesting. I didn't release the name of that product just because I want to keep it private for now. And the other we have a licensing issue with like the consumable product, which is a problem. So it's not the problem that can't be solved. It really comes down to money. Do I want to spend that kind of money? And just this is what I wanted to touch on as well. So like I'm doing multiple things, and I understand. Like you listen to Alex Hormozi, you listen to other people who say concentrate on that one thing, right? Because you can't beat somebody if they're just working on one thing and you're working on like 5 things, right? Like it's just not good. You're not going to make money doing that. It's just not a good model. But I will say this. I take everybody's advice with a grain of salt, and I make sure I listen to wise advice. And I think that is very wise advice. But I don't have anything going on right now. I have to pay the bills. So I have Walmart 2-step drop shipping going. I have eBay. I have, the carnivore supplements. I have the carpet powder. And I have a couple other projects. Now, why so many? Number one, I work a lot. I will put the work in. Number 2, I don't have anything that's doing well right now. So if one of those things takes off, I will, at that time make a decision to double down on it and really push it. But I can't wait. So if I just do one brand and it takes me 3, 4, 5 months to launch, if that brand doesn't work, then I'm back to square one. And then I'm restarting. And that's probably going to be after 7 to 8 months because I'm going to have to run it through PPC. I'm going to have to run it through social media to see if I can build it. And if I find out 7, 8 months down the road it doesn't work, I got to start all over again. That's another 7, 8 months to find out if another product works. That doesn't work. It's too slow. I don't have time for that. I do not. I will put in the extra hours. I'll work double hours if I have to, or I'll make it faster because I've done it before. So don't always listen to, it does take money to launch all these, but it also takes a lot of time, and time's important. So you have to work your butt off to accelerate this as much as possible, but you want to do it right. But I've done this stuff before, and I have a mastermind group they have great advice. Paul has great advice. Matt, I mean, all these guys have unbelievable advice. Everybody has something to bring to the table, and I learn something new every day. Or every time we have a meeting. It's great. So my point is, I will double down on something if it really takes off, but I can't have one product just to find out it's not going to work, and I'm not going for that. I'm going to make it work if I can, believe me. But I can manage multiple things. It is very tough, but I need to know that I have multiple projects in the pipeline, so I can find something that's going to work, and then I can really double down on that. So yeah, just take that. Take your own advice, but also take advice from people that have been there, because they know, and there's a reason they're giving it. The successful people are giving that type of advice. You can't do everything. You can't do every idea. It's not going to work. So I gave a lot of the ideas away that I've worked on, that I put time into. You just can't do them all. You don't have the time. You don't have the money. You're going to have to decide on that. But I can't not do multiple things because I need to know that there's something in the pipeline ready to go. You got to survive. The two-step drop shipping, I need to do that to make some money now. I can't wait for 4 months down the road for these brands to launch in order for me to make money. I've got to make money. So if you're struggling like me and you need to do whatever, do what you got to do to survive, drive Uber, whatever it takes, and go from there. Do not, stop doing that. You need money coming in. You need to take care of your family and yourself. So with that being said, guys, have a blessed day. I will update you with the samples very soon. Once I receive those, they are custom, so it's going to take a little bit. And then I'll update you with the new labels on the carnivore supplements once I get those in, hopefully in the next week or two. Have a blessed day, guys. Thanks for watching.